Hello, ma'am. This is Sarthak, and I am with my teammates Ashutosh and Dipru. So, our topic is smart battery management system using IoT. So, here is short our hardware connections, and we are going to give you the brief details of our project, our hardware setup, and our outputs. So, now first, Dipru will explain you the coding of Arduino.
Hello, ma'am. So, starting with the explanation of the Arduino coding, first of all, we define the important variables that are needed for our project, which is the variance voltage, var volt, var process, and these are the variance determined using Excel and reading samples of raw sensor data. So, first of all, we just declare the variables that are required for our project, which is the voltage, the temperature, and other gain parameters for the Kalman filter that we are trying to implement. So moving on, uh, we uh, describe the pin inputs for the Arduino, analog pins for temperature, and then we have the similarly we have done it for the voltage sensor at the A2 pin, and the gas sensor at the other remaining pins. So and after that, we in the void setup we just initialize our baud rate at 9600 using serial.begin, and in the void loop part, we have the Kalman filter coding, which will be explained by Ashutosh.
Hello, ma'am. So I will be explaining the Kalman filter coding for this Arduino code. So basically, in this, we are converting the value of the temperature sensor acquired by the Arduino from analog to digital using this formula over here. Then this value is then set in a temporary variable in a flow of declared of a float data type. Then we further send this variable into the Kalman filter part where the Kalman gain is calculated, and using that Kalman gain and a previous estimate value which was set by us in the previous variables, we get a close estimate using this formula where the Kalman estimate of the sensor voltage is given. In the earlier reviews, we have shown that how closely we have got the values for the Kalman filter for the temperature. Next, Deep will again continue with the voltage calibration settings.
Now, to convert the analog voltage received at the analog pins of the Arduino, we know that the Arduino Uno comes with a 10-bit ADC. So what we just do here, we just divide the incoming analog voltages for temperature sensor and voltage sensor, and divide it by 5 by 1023, that is 2 to the power n minus 1, that is 2 to the power 10 minus 1, and that's how we get 1023. For the temperature sensor, that's 5 by 1023 to convert the analog voltage reading to a digital temperature equivalent. And we do that similarly for the other sensors, which is the voltage sensor and the gas sensor as well, converting the ADC values to, I mean, the analog values to digital values. And after that, we just get the results that we have got into an array. We have already initialized the array over here, as you can see, OP of size 10, and we just feed the values into the array so that we can set them as an as a JSON object to the Node-RED site, which we'll use for describing our Node-RED flow. And without further ado, then Sarthak will continue explaining the Node-RED flow.
So, ma'am, like our hardware setup is explained in the upcoming slides. So, here I will just give the brief introduction about our software part. So, Arduino is connected to the COM3 port of the PC, and here we have taken COM3 serial node from which Arduino data is coming, and later that Arduino data is converted into the string. So, basically, we have totally, yeah, so this is the code for converting the Arduino data into the string. So we will be having a string of sensors readings. So totally we have four sensors: current sensor, gas, voltage, and temperature. So we need to split the string of data into the four sensors. That's why we make use of split mode. Then we have the payload object sensor. Yes, Ashutosh, can you open the code? Yeah, so here we are making use of the switch case statements for splitting the values of the sensor, and we are sending these values further into the dashboard. So here we have split the four values. First is of current sensor, then voltage sensor, then temperature, and then gas. That's it. Yeah, then we have the split data. So from the split data node, we'll be getting the individual values of the sensors. As we can see, first value is of voltage sensor, then we have temperature, then we have current, then we have gas. So that is done. Later we are in dashboard we are describing the current values of the sensor, real time values of the sensors using Gauge. Then we have then we are sending these values to the ThingSpeak server also, and we also have to closely monitor the values of the sensor. We also have the chart representation. Ashutosh, can you show the dashboard? Yes. So here you can see the current values. When we have some load like motor and all, we take the current is drawn from the battery. That is the current. Then we have the voltage. That is current voltage rating of the battery. Then temperature is to basically measure the battery temperature. And in case if there is some gas leakage, then we have the gas concentration of the battery. So now for here demonstration purpose, we have made use of lighter to detect the gas. So that's why its value is very high. And below each gauge, you can see the chart, that is the graphical values of the sensor. Then these values are also sent to the ThingSpeak server, Ashutosh. Can you show this ThingSpeak value? Yes. So here we get the real-time values of the gas sensor, voltage, current, and temperature sensor. So Excel sheet can be generated from here and can be processed in detail. That's it. Now Ashutosh will explain the hardware setup.
This is the hardware setup for the battery management system. This setup consists of one microcontroller, which is the Arduino Nano microcontroller over here, the voltage sensor over here, and the temperature sensor, the current sensor, and the gas sensor over here, and the LiPo battery, which is a 3.7 volt 1000 milliamp hour battery. So the hardware setup is such that it senses the battery voltage through this voltage sensor and the current through this current sensor, and temperature for any disrupts in the battery, and also if the battery starts to release any harmful gases due to any unwanted chemical reaction, we have a gas sensor over here which will basically detect the harmful gases and alert the user. For demonstration purposes, I will show how a gas sensor works, and it alerts with a green light and also sends a notification to the IoT dashboard. You can see that the green light has lit up now, which tells us that it has sensed gas in the battery area and will send this data to the analog inputs of this microcontroller over here. These are four analog inputs of the microcontroller from A0 to A3, from which these four sensors are being sensed. The temperature sensor over here is an LM356 sensor. If I touch this sensor, you will get the update of the new rising temperature in the battery management screen. This is the serial communication wire which is being used from the Arduino to the computer, and which is connected to the COM3 port, and which senses the data and uploads it in an analog manner. Here is the IoT dashboard on the ThingSpeak side, where the battery management parameters are uploaded, such as the gas, voltage, current, and temperature sensor. Thank you.